Partitions are a useful way to manage larger cubes. Before we create partitions, we should decide on our partitioning strategy. We can design partitions with storage modes in mind to manage how and where we store the partition data, or we can design partitions to improve query performance to aid parallelism or reduce the amount of the cube that analysis services must scan to retrieve data. Or we can design partitions to simplify processing by leaving historical data untouched in one or more separate partitions and processing only a limited number of partitions, or even only one partition for current data. When it comes to partition storage, we have three options. We can use MOLAP storage, which is the recommended storage mode because it compresses the data and uses space efficiently even though it makes another copy of the source data. MOLAP also stores aggregation data on the analysis server. With WHOLAP, the analysis server keeps only the aggregation data and leaves the detailed data in the relational source. ROLAP also leaves detailed data in the relational source, and if we have aggregations in ROLAP mode, those are created as indexed views in the relational source database. When we design a new partition, we must decide whether to use table binding or query binding. Table binding requires us to set up one table per partition, but we can also split up one table as multiple views. Query binding allows us to keep our source data in one table, and then use a where clause to select a subset of data for each partition. Now we don't have to leave data in separate partitions. We can combine two or more partitions into one partition at any time. To do this, we can use a dialog box in Management Studio, which should suffice for infrequent operations. Otherwise, if we have a regular sliding window of partitions to manage, we can create an XMLA script and set it up as an execute DDL task in an integration services package that we run on a regular schedule. For more information, refer to these resources. These resources are valid whether you're using 2008, 2008 R2, or 2012 multidimensional.